Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 21st. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, Scorpio, we're going to just jump right in here. We're going to take a look at your current energies, and then we are going to clarify with the little tarot here to see if there's any additional details or solutions that want to come up for whatever it is that you're dealing with. But so far, this actually looks pretty good. I feel that some of you are overcoming some sort of battle or some sort of maybe fighting or arguments here. It looks like you're healing from that, or you are just moving on from something that causes too much conflict in your life here. And you have this Y card. You could be receiving answers as well, I do feel, at this time, especially if you've been hoping for closure. You have the Star card here. The Star, of course, is a really good card, but the Star comes up after the Tower, and it is the next card after the Tower in the tarot, and it represents healing from a Tower moment. It is a card of hope and faith and renewal, taking time to heal. I do feel some of you, you don't have the Tower here in this reading, but I do feel that you have been going through a Tower moment. And again, I do feel like you could be receiving some answers as to why there was a loss or, why you went through some sort of breakup or challenge. You have the Six of Swords here. Again, a lot of cards of healing, still feeling conflicted. This has the feelings to me of where it's like, you're kind of like, you have kind of healed from something, but maybe you still have your days, right? Where you're still feeling kind of like the burn from something is what's popping into my head with this Five of Wands. So I feel like you're still trying to kind of just move past something here with this energy. I get this like feeling of guilt, I guess is the best way I could describe it. Scorpio, I feel like there is a very strong need for you to not blame yourself, especially like in a breakup situation. This could also be like a job loss or something else where it's like you experienced a loss. And I just get this like blaming thing popping into my head. And I feel like you need to stop doing that for sure. But the Six of Swords, at least, is a good card. You have the King of Cups, the Page of Wands here, and the Justice card. Again, with the Justice card coming up next to the Star card here, this to me could definitely represent like an apology or closure coming in for you here. I'm not a big fan of closure right now. I talk about this a lot in the daily readings, but even just in this row here, you go from the Justice card to the Chariot, which says you're getting something that you've been hoping for, like closure or an apology, but then you go straight to the Ten of Wands. It's like it doesn't make you feel any better. So I would be careful of, someone coming back from the past, or I would ask yourself, do you really need closure, or was someone just a jerk and is that enough? That's what I feel like this Ten of Wands is kind of saying here. For others, I feel that this is you finally understanding where you can invest your emotions in this row, because the King of Cups here is a very emotional energy, but he is in perfect control over his emotions. He is sitting here and there are choppy waters all around him. You have the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords is a card of choppy waters. I always say Six of Swords is a good card, but on the Six of Swords, there's the person in the boat is still in choppy waters. They are still experiencing whatever it is they're going through. Six of Swords is a rite of passage. It is something that strengthens you, but at the same time, it's still a challenge. And the King of Cups, he is in perfect control of his emotions here in the choppy waters. So I feel you have learned here to control your emotions. Even the Page of Wands is like a little bit more of a joyful, kind of lively energy, and I do feel that for you. The Justice card just says, which side of the scale are you going to put your energy on the negative or the positive? I just, keep it positive here. Next, you have the Five of Wands here. It's a card of conflict and competition. I do feel you have been experiencing conflict and competition. I'm getting the word abundance, though, here, Scorpio. I'm getting something about emotions here as well being very important. This could be in business with the Eight of Pentacles down here, or work. I feel if everybody's going one way, it's like you need to go the other way. Or I feel like maybe you have figured that out. Maybe you have figured out kind of like how you can not necessarily, like I don't mean use people's emotions in a negative way, but I feel like you are just like maybe noticing trends and things like that. That could be useful. I also feel that this could be talking about, again, just being conflicted about something from the past. You have the Three of Cups, the Chariot, and the Star. Definitely a celebration coming in for you. The Three of Cups is a celebration. The Chariot is a card of a victory or success. And the Star, a very good card of like a wish coming in for you. The Three of Cups to me is a card of like partying. It's a card of community, spending time with your community, spending time with your family, having a good time with people in your life. It goes to the Ten of Wands here. I would be careful if you're like doing any partying or anything like that. I would be careful of like drinking too much or something along those lines. It's popping into my head. You don't really have any cards that would represent that, but to go from the Three of Cups to the Ten of Wands, it's like you're being burdened by something. So I would be careful of that if you're doing any celebrating, but still have a good time. For others, this could just be a move. The Star can just be something far away. The Page of Wands here. Page of Wands to me is a card of adventure. The King of Cups to me is a card of the home. And the King of Cups is a clue card to me. Clue cards, if you don't know, are cards that I have come up with on my own. Certain cards have intuitive meanings for me in a reading. So like if I'm doing a reading for someone about a move, for example, if the King of Cups shows up, to me that is a very good sign. Because to me, the King of Cups represents the feelings of home, like safety, security, comfort, protection. So I feel that some of you could be moving. Chariot, moving. Star, something far away. So some of you could be moving. Even the Queen of Cups here can represent a change in direction as well. So definitely like moving energy, but this is like wish fulfillment coming in for you. Next, you have the Queen of Cups here. I personally read the Queen of Cups as Scorpio. I know a lot of readers read the Queen of Cups as Cancer, and take it for how it resonates, as I always say. But I feel like this is you showing up in this row here, definitely showing up in a position of power and strength. Some of you could have a Cancer coming into your life here. Chariot, Queen of Cups. Could be a Pisces, could be a fire sign, Aquarius, Libra, could be any sign, just a general reading. But I feel like this is your energy showing up in a position of power and strength. You have the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles here. Definitely like very focused on work. Maybe in the future, like towards the end of the week, you could be more focused on your Pentacles. You could be more focused on financial goals with this Eight of Pentacles as well. So I definitely like to see that. I feel like I'm noticing something. She has like these diamond shapes. It's going to be very hard to see here, but there's diamonds like on her arm here, and it's standing out to me. So I feel for some of you, it's like if you're doing a bunch of work, I feel like it will pay off, is what that's trying to say with this Eight of Pentacles here as well. For others, the Queen of Cups to me represents a change in direction in love, and I do feel there's a change here in love. You're probably just looking for relationships where people actually put the work in with that Eight of Pentacles. But this looks pretty good, pretty simple reading. Let's clarify this with the baby tarot. Also, make sure to drop a like on this video if you haven't already. I really appreciate all the likes and all the support, Scorpio. But let's see what we have coming up for you here. Between the King of Cups and the Three of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of hard work. Definitely, it seems to be a hard work week for you this week. Some of you could be just buried in work as well, I do feel. I would say if you are working hard, definitely tons of results here. The Chariot, the Star, and the Eight of Pentacles as well. Eight of Pentacles to me is like material success on the horizon. So, it might be, maybe money isn't coming in like right now, but it does say whatever you're working on for the future. I do get like this long-term kind of like feeling here. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Ten of Pentacles shows up. For example, Ten of Pentacles is like long-term wealth, so wouldn't really surprise me. And between the Page of Wands and the Chariot, you have the Sun, amazing. So definitely a lot of happiness and success coming in for you. Like I said, major celebrations. It looks like I get something about like purity as well. I feel like you are patting yourself on the back is what I feel like saying, but this is a good thing. Like I feel that maybe you always used to take shortcuts in work or business, and it's like now you're not. I feel like you're feeling what it feels like to just do good work, like in work. Same thing in a relationship as well. It's like maybe you're actually patting yourself on the back because you put the work in, but in a good way. Between the Justice card and the Star, you have the Five of Swords. Like I said at the beginning, definitely feels like some of you are healing, or kind of like I would say, you're like 75% of the way through the healing process on a relationship. The reason I say 75% is because I feel like you're having more good days than bad days thinking about it. I feel like overall you're more positive about the situation. Between the Three of Cups and the Ten of Wands, you have the King of Cups here. Definitely looking for your divine counterpart. Again, I feel like this is you, the Queen of Cups. Queen and the King of Cups are divine counterparts. So if you are looking for love, I feel you are still looking with this Ten of Wands. You're like asking yourself, where is my King of Cups? Even though the King of Cups shows up here twice, my problem, well, it's not really a problem, but the problem that I see here, or the challenge I see, is going from the King to the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Three of Cups, which is like a card of dating, and then the King of Cups and the Ten of Wands. It's like you're still looking. Even the Knight of Pentacles says that you could be being too cautious on this journey, or you could see someone as your King of Cups, but it's like they're being too cautious with this Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is not here yet. Between the Chariot and the Queen of Cups, what I said Tower earlier, so there you go. Tower, I feel like for some of you, it's again like there was a surprise change in direction in love here. You probably either left something or walked away from something that made you happy at one point. Between the Star and the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Swords. Could have been like surprise lying, cheating, stealing in a situation. So maybe someone lied, cheated, or stole. But like I said, it looks like you're getting justice here in this row. But also, like I said at the beginning of the reading, I would be very careful with that Ten of Wands, because it's kind of one of those things where it's like if you get closure from a person, but they tell you that they cheated on you with your mother, your cousin, and your best friend, that's not going to feel really good. So this is why I always tell people to be careful of closure, because sometimes it hurts more. So that's like the feeling I get here, is it's like, do you really want to know? Do you really want to find out? And the other thing about closure, it's like, if we want closure, it's like we can't take things personally. If someone cheated, they're just a jerk. It has nothing to do with you. So I feel like that's what you need to realize here, Scorpio. Top row, you have the Death card. You coming up in a very strong position. Also, the Sun is coming up on the Death card right here. So I feel that there are improvements, or it's kind of like the Sun is coming up here. Middle row, you have the Emperor. So I feel that, again, some of you, I do feel like this is asking you to get away from a fixed mindset with that Emperor card. I feel that you could be looking at things only one way. I feel like you have a lot to gain. And I feel like that's what this Death card is saying. I almost feel like this guy needs to look over here. It's like on the Death card, there's this guy, he's begging the Death Rider here for his life. But it's like, if he would just look over here, he would see that the sun is coming up. It's like the darkness is about to go away. But I feel like you need to kind of look for the light, is what this is saying here. Bottom row, you have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, definitely player energy here at the bottom. So some of you could have been dealing with a player in the past. So I would definitely be careful of that person. Like I said, do you really want closure? Probably not. For the most part, other than that, I feel like this reading is more of kind of like a pat on the back for you. Yeah, you have this message in a bottle card. Definitely be careful of messages. Look, this message is in the bottle. It's like being protected. So you have the Eight of Swords here. I just want to see where you're going. Judgment card, or rebirth for sure. And the Three of Pentacles, quality work. So I definitely like to see this for you. Eight of Swords is like a very stuck energy, and that's what I was getting on this Emperor card, like a need to open up to other ways of doing things, or needing to realize that there are like multiple outcomes to everything that we experience in your life. And I feel like that's what you need to realize here. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands can be a card of needing to experiment. Eight of Swords to the Nine of Wands is, again, the Eight of Swords can represent being stuck because you're only seeing one way out, or you're only seeing that there's only one solution. When the Nine of Wands is a card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. It kind of says there are multiple solutions. And with the Judgment card, you have the King of Pentacles here. This could be like your permanent relationship coming in for you. Definitely a lot of financial stability. I feel good about this reading financially. And you have the High Priestess with the Three of Pentacles. This could be like a Pisces coming in for you. Someone who wants to put the work in with you in a relationship. You have pretty much every water sign, fire, air. You have everything here. So it could be any sign in love. But I do feel this could be good news as well. Something that sets you free with the Judgment card here. But the Eight of Swords is like not seeing it here. I feel like you need to like open up to, like new possibilities here, Scorpio. And I feel like that'll set you free in many, many ways. But Scorpio, this looks pretty good. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that stands out to me. The Sun and the Star, I love when they come up together. The Sun and the Star together is like fame and fortune. And it can represent, kind of receiving things like a lot of positive attention. I'm not saying you're going to become famous, but it could represent like getting a lot of positive attention at work or in business or in love as well. It's like maybe you haven't been getting attention from people in the first place, and then all of a sudden you do, and then you're in love. So this looks pretty good, Scorpio. But anyway, thank you for watching, and definitely enjoy your week. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for more details, and also make sure to subscribe if you're not. But anyway, this looks good, and I will see you next week.